Fucking first time for everything, people. So, good evening, guys. Good evening. We're here, of course. The TG podcast is back. Look at Seb, man. I've never seen this guy so happy. I've never seen this so. Look at he's buzzing. Look at him. He's absolutely buzzing.
Come on.
I don't blame him as well, man, because
Hold that.
Good. Very good Monday, guys. Today, yeah. Listen, we beat the Spuds. We humbled the Spuds, yeah. Once again, 3 years in a row, we go to there. 3-point lane settings again, guys, right? We go there, we get the win again. Yeah, even without a midfield, people, yeah. Even with the injuries, they still didn't even score against us, yeah. They'll always be in our shadow, no matter what. No matter what, people. And we'll take the win all day long. I don't care what people want to try and tell me about, oh, we rode our luck. This, that, and the other. Mate, we got the win against you yet again. 3 years in a row. They're always going to be in our shadow. Simple as that. North London's red. Always has been, always will be. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that game. Of course, guys, that fantastic win. And then we're talking about, obviously, what's to come for Arsenal. We've got some big games. Champions League night, of course, coming up Thursday. And then the Man City game on the Sunday. So we've got quite a lot to go through. We've got Seb, Rory, the regulars. How are you guys doing? Is that even a question?
Oh. I can't describe the feeling at the moment. Oh,
yeah.
I'm just going to hand the mic to Seb, to be honest, because he's waiting. I'm pretty sure all weekend to bury these lot, but yeah, I'm good.
Seb, let's come to you first, my friend. Let's come to you first, of course. What a win, bro. You know, what a win. It's always great to obviously beat them lot. I know we do it very often, and I know it's a regular occurrence when we do beat Tottenham. You know, it's kind of a bit too easy now. It's becoming a bit too simple every single season. But yeah, listen, like real talk, it was a 1-0 win, a clean sheet yet again. All right, maybe it was a cagey game, but I think we didn't expect it. I think we expected it, to be this sort of game in a North London derby. You know, it's always going to be tight. You know, there's always be drama in it, and it certainly was. You know, clutch goal from Gabriel, 15th goal he scored now as a centre back in the Premier League. Unbelievable the amount of goals that this guy scored. You know, set piece FC back again, stepped up this time in the second half. But yeah, I think, look, we know what it's like going to be coming into this game. There's a few of our fans concerned about the injury. Oh, no Odegaard. Oh, Declan Rice is suspended. Oh, you know, this player's out. But listen, I mean, the game started off, as I said, very cagey, but not just like the first 20 minutes for the whole entire game, really. It was, a bit cagey. But we got the goal in the end from Gabriel, right? We got the win, 1-0. That's what that counts. That's all that matters. We're technically clean sheet as well. So I'll come to you, Seb, first. How are you feeling, bro, after that win against the scum?
I am absolutely delighted. It's always sweet beating them, especially on their ground. 3 times in a row. Mate, that's unheard of. We didn't even do it when we were going for titles and they were in mid-table under Wenger. We didn't even do that. There were times when we could barely win there. We've done it 3 times in a row. And to do it without Rice and Odegaard and other players, Calafiori, Moreno, depleted midfield, still superior. We're still so much better than them. The gap between us and them is massive, and I absolutely love it. It's brilliant to watch. And yes, the performance, not the best. But in all honesty, I think it was a tactical masterclass. A tactical masterclass. I think Arteta got that bang on. And Big Ange got that wrong. That's what it was. That's what it came down to. And we were only ever going to win it that way, by playing the way we did, and then possibly getting a set piece. And yes, Martinelli should have scored that, but I thought his overall play was actually better. But yeah, he's got to be doing better than that, though. But listen, I don't want to dwell on any negatives today, because this is a happy day for Arsenal fans. It really is. Really is. And I was always very confident that we wouldn't concede, because we just look so sound and resolute at the back. It's a defence that you can really trust. Because go back to the days when we had scrubs at the back, like David Luiz, Socrates, Mustafi, Squillaci, Dejuru, and even Koscielny. Yes, he was good, but at times he was still suspect to a mistake. For Marlon, he was good, but at times still suspect to a mistake. But we've not had a defence as good as this since the Invincibles, since we had Lauren, Torre, Campbell, Cole at the back. We've not had a defence as good as this. And it's a defence that you can fully depend. And Tottenham were only ever going to score if it was an unlucky deflection or a penalty. That's the only way they were going to score. They were toothless up front. And then people saying, oh, Dominic Solanke's the next big thing. Mate, you've gone from Harry Kane to Dominic Solanke. That's levels. That's a huge downgrade. He's nowhere near Harry Kane. And Heung-min Son is nowhere near the same player without Harry Kane. It's just so great to see. And all you mouthy Spurs fans, and yes, I'm going to go in on some of you. Now, Josh, believe this. On Saturday, I was at my local pub. There was one really, really cocky Spurs fan. Every time he saw me at least 6 times, saying, hey, we're going to smash you up. No over on the Rice. It was all this. Well, where are you now? And don't let me find you this week, because I will go in. And then all these other Spurs fans running their mouth, we're going to slap you up. We're going to do you. Well, you should be. Don't you think you should be embarrassed with how you're playing at the moment? It's embarrassing. You can't finish your dinner. And even with a depleted midfield, you still can't beat us. You still can't do it. It's sweet. You still can't do it. The levels between us and them is massive, and I absolutely love this. And all these Spurs fans, and yes, I know we had a couple on our podcast, and big up to them, by the way, not particularly them I'm pointing, but all these other combined 11s, and saying, oh, without Arsenal's 2 midfielders, 6 Spurs players get in. Porro over Ben White, behave. Romero over Saliba, behave. Van de Ven over Gabriel, behave. Solanke over Havertz, behave. Vicaria over Raya, behave. Oh, they don't learn, don't they? You don't learn. Not learn. You never learn. You don't learn. Now, I initially gave them 4, but now I I'll probably only give you one if you're lucky. One if you're lucky. And I can't wait to play them at ours, because believe me, trust me, we're putting at least 3, 4, or 5 past that lot, and they ain't scoring. They ain't scoring. That club is an absolute mess. You can say Ange out as much as you like. He's not the problem.
Auntie owns Ange, don't he, Seb?
Yeah, sorry? Oh,
Auntie owns Ange, bro.
oh, he's levels.
Yeah.
Ange ain't the problem. Neither was Mourinho, neither was Conte, neither was Poch all that time. As Conte called you out and rightly said, you can bring in any manager you want. Tottenham will always be Tottenham. Your problem is for club as a general, Levy and Enoch. They're your problems. And your fans. Because I bet they don't even mind this. And trust me, next week they're going to be putting all their City tops back on from next week. Your club is so bad.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Just like you did all last season. You wanted to lose to just stop us from winning the league. You wanted to do that. If you got into the Champions League and actually cared, you would have probably attracted better players. And actually, you would have had a good chance of getting into the top 4. But now you're getting players like Dominic Solanke when you've had Harry Kane. And now you'd be lucky to even get a Conference League spot at this rate. You'd be lucky to even get that. You'd be lucky to get that. You are so bad. It is so funny. We are levels above you. Can't finish your dinner. It's just incredible to watch. Oh. Now we don't even have to play well to beat you. To come to your ground and beat you. You don't even have to play well. And all you Spurs fans saying, "Oh, you were lucky. You didn't deserve it. Oh, you were lucky. You didn't deserve it." Well, we don't need to do it to beat you. We don't. Don't need to play well. It's light work. Last year, didn't play well. Still had you 3 down at half time. And the only reason you got back in that game was because of a goalkeeping error and a penalty. Not because of anything you did. You were toothless up front again. Oh, trust me, this is sweet. This is sweet. And you might as well just go back to supporting City. You might as well, because that's the only success you're ever going to get, if you're going to get any.
Seb's cooking, bro. Seb cook.
You ain't going to get any ever again. There's a reason why you haven't won a trophy for nearly 17 years. You haven't won a league title since 61. You haven't won an FA Cup since 91. There's a reason why. And yes, Arsenal don't win enough trophies, and we need to do the same. Don't get me wrong. But at least we win the odd cup from time to time. What do you win? Oh, Audi Cup, etc. Come on, do me a favour. That club is in the bin. That club is a shambles, and it always will be. And like I said, you can get rid of Ange, you can even get in Pep Guardiola, and you still win nothing. Because you are Tottenham. You always are poor. You'll always be in our shadow. And just support any other club that we're playing to make you feel happy, because you're never going to be happy supporting that club, ever. You'd be lucky to get a Conference League place at this moment in time, because you're that bad. And long may it continue. North London is red, and it always will be. Right work lane.
We'll cut the Seb, guys. What a speech. That was so well put, mate. That was so well put.
I don't always speak. Oh man, I'm in it. I'm on. Because this is the best one out of the other two wins of the day. This is the best one. It's mad. I love it.
But Rory, bro, what are you saying, man? What are you saying after that, bro? Anything?
Oh my days!
Speech.
Best keeper in the league. Best defence in the league. Best striker in Solanke, who apparently is the next Harry Kane for 60 odd million. Best goalkeeper in the Premier League, playing for Arsenal. Best defence, play for Arsenal. Best midfield, play for Arsenal. You lot are absolutely dreadful. Don't ever tell me for 1 second that Christian Romero is better than Saliba. Best centre-back in the world. World Cup winner. Yeah, the only world-class centre-back on the pitch yesterday was Saliba. I mean, two actually to an extent. Saliba and Gabriel. Those are the two world-class centre-backs yesterday. None of this Christian Romero and Van de Ven nonsense.
It's a load of rubbish.
They've been lapping it up all week. Oh, Odegaard's injured. Declan Rice is suspended. Chest bumps. We're going to batter you. Ange ball in full flow. I'm pretty sure your stadium that you got from Google can't even translate what Ange ball is. Do your fans even know what Ange ball is? Someone fill me in. What is Ange ball? Real talk. Because he is absolutely dreadful. Oh, but he won a treble at Celtic. Keep your treble at Celtic. I could do the same. Anyone here could do the same. And with two uncles in midfield, and then pretty much come with Kulusevski, Maddison, and Bentancur as their three in midfield. Like, these are attacking players, and they still couldn't score. Exactly how I thought the game would have panned out. I said on your preview, I think it was Friday or Thursday, I can't remember the top of my head, but I said that we can let them have possession because we know they don't like it.
Rory, let's play. Rory, can I quickly play you this clip, yeah, of what you said, yeah? Let's do this.
Feel free.
Listen to this, yeah? This guy got it ban on. Yeah, ban on. Listen to this.
If only I said Gabriel to score.
Right, let's get this up, people. You put on your story, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, I hope it hasn't expired.
Oh, shit. Come on.
Don't tell me it's expired. Oh, no, it hasn't. It hasn't.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it is still there.
I've just got a funny feeling that we're going to win. I don't know why. I really don't. But as I said, it's going to be a cagey contest. So I'm going to go 1-0 Arsenal.
Oh, 1-0 to the
I think we might either score from a set piece or we get given a penalty.
Man said score from a set piece with 1-0.
If only I said Gabriel was going to score, I would have got it bang on. That's why they call me the Oracle. In all seriousness, I am shit at predicting results. But in this Tottenham game, so easy to play against Tottenham. As I said, soak up the pressure, let them have all the ball, and then we counter-attack. It was pretty self-explanatory, to be quite honest. If I was Arsenal manager, I would have probably done the same. Because you go toe-to-toe with Tottenham, that encourages them to lead the press and, I guess, creating more opportunities. But with us, we didn't even need to play well. The performance is irrelevant. That was a tactical masterclass, not only from Arteta, but from myself as well. Like, I did call this out in your preview.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some honourable mentions. Let's go through the defence in particular. David Raya. To those who prefer Aaron Ramsdale, there is still time for apologies. I've been given enough slack for it, and now I'm hearing apologies. Oh no, Rory, I'm sorry. No, fuck you. Go and stay over there. You can watch your goalkeeper get relegated for the 3rd time, whereas I'll watch my goalkeeper lift a Premier League title by the end of the season. How about that? You rate Ramsdale, stay over there. Especially with these fans who were singing Aaron Ramsdale's name against Chelsea. They don't deserve Raya. Don't come out now and say, oh, Raya's world class. Exactly. Ramsdale's conceded 6 in 2 games. But because of the career he had at Arsenal, which wasn't spectacular by any means, he's going to keep Southampton in the league. He's a poor goalkeeper. Whereas David Raya, he got 65 save percentage. Meh. So what? I would rather have my goalkeeper concentrate for 90 minutes. Someone who ain't interested in watching pigeons most of the time.
Listen, Ramsdale served his purpose, but it was time to move on. That's all I will say.
Yep. And credit in the bank towards Arteta, because I'm pretty sure everyone was on his case when we replaced Ramsdale.
I wasn't. I always said Raya was number 1. Was better.
Yes, so did I. But did we think at the time we were going to sign another goalkeeper? Did we think it was going to be Raya? And back onto Spurs fans,
Actually, to be honest, we wanted Raya before we got Ramsdale. We just Brentford weren't prepared to let him
go. Who was linked with him at the time?
Us and Tottenham.
No, but the backlash.
Did he choose?
The backlash when we got when we signed Ryan when he first came in, yeah. You saw that Chelsea game. Was it against Chelsea? Everyone was sitting around his name. Well, not everyone.
No.
Yeah. This is why they don't deserve him. Most of his fan base don't deserve him.
Pathetic, yeah. And against Luton, doing the same thing. Pathetic. Just because of mistakes against Chelsea, Luton, and Tottenham in a return leg. Pathetic.
He has been the best keeper in the Premier League so far this season.
Without a doubt. Oh, easily. Even better than Alisson so far this season.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's an overall better goalkeeper than Alisson, but I think Raya at the moment is arguably the best keeper in Europe.
Definitely up there, yeah. Yeah, definitely up.
So I think he deserves credit. Saliba and Gabriel. I can't lie. I think Gabriel has started this season quite slowly. He has made a couple of mistakes here and there, but yesterday he was back to his usual best. Scoring a brilliant corner, dunking on Romero, which is brilliant to see. Obviously, Argentina and Brazil rivalry. So nice to see him getting amongst the goals once again. And this is why I put Gabriel in the combined 11, because he deserved to be in there. You can't take apart the best defence in the Premier League. And we're not talking Tottenham, the whole Tottenham back four. We're talking the Arsenal back four here. Ben White, I didn't think had a particularly great game, but again, I think it's a mix between how good the other three were, which we'll get on to later on. Timber was absolutely outstanding. I really want to speak on him later on. But I think
go about it. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I think at the same time, it overshadows how good Timber, Saliba, and Gabriel were. Not just Ben White not having, the best of games, but at the same time, I think he was missing Ødegaard. The same with Saka. Let's get on to Jurrien Timber. This guy is a gem. And the fact, and I know Calafiori's injured, but the fact Calafiori has not started a game yet shows how good Timber has been so far. Out of position as well. He's quick. He's strong. He just gets in the way of everything.
He's a warrior.
That photo.
I love it. It's unreal.
Yeah.
It's unreal with Vicario. Oh, it's unreal.
I didn't think he had it in him, to be honest. Because Timber, like when you first look at Timber, you'd think, yeah, he's a humble.
I love it. It's cross. I love it.
And also, I was hearing that Spurs fans, these blinkered Spurs fans, were saying he should have been sent off.
Behave yourself.
Mate, Luke at AFC said he should have been sent off.
Yeah. What a
load
of
making the most of it. It was Porro.
Yeah, what a load of goat shit.
No way.
Seriously. Hardly touched the geezer.
Literally said.
And then you've got Liverpool fans as well. You've got Liverpool fans comparing that challenge with the Curtis Jones challenge.
Oh, come on. I know. I saw some of that as well.
And I'm sitting there like, have you not got over that yet? That was last year, for God's sake.
Oh.
And you're still moaning about that.
Well, you got away with one at the weekend with Sabozgai booting the ball away.
There you go.
Whilst he was being booked when the ref had initially called for a free kick, whilst you've been booked, but the letter of the law says you've got to go. So you can be quiet, you Liverpool fans. And there was one in particular on Friday saying, oh, you'll get beaten by Spurs. And then what do you go and do yourselves? Lose to Forest.
There you go. Isn't it funny that in these last 3 years, we have beaten Spurs at their ground more than they've beaten us at our ground? In the last 3 years.
Spurs 3 times away.
Yeah. 3 years in a row. I think they've only beaten us twice. I think they've beaten us twice.
Well, once in the league and once in the League Cup. Well, twice in general.
Yeah. But in terms of the Premier League games, one.
Premier League, just one.
One or two. If you want to count two, because ultimately that was still a competitive game because it was in the Cup. So I guess it's two, but it doesn't matter. Like, who gives a monkey's toss? We've beaten them 3 years in a row at their own ground. What can I say? I mean, we blocked the toilet and we left.
Yeah.
What else do you want me to say? They've not deserved it. Especially what they did after the game as well to AFTV. I saw that as well.
What did they do?
I saw that clip as well. Seriously, nasty bunch of lot.
What did they do?
Yeah, this is why they don't deserve to win anything.
No.
And if I'm being frankly honest, you brought up the fact. You brought up the fact they'll have Man City shirts on this week for the game. Quite frankly, you reckon City fans will appreciate them lot representing Man City?
No. City don't deserve them. Don't deserve them fans.
Considering they don't have any fans anyway.
No, they don't.
Like, really?
That's their only trophy they can win. Is City stopping us from winning a title?
Come on, AFC
they
always.
Can't do it themselves anymore. They can't do it themselves. That's their only trophy.
Come on. We do mock AFTV quite a bit. Like, some of the people that get interviewed on there are blinkered. But to say they are
hear anything about that?
Yeah, but to say AFTV are a disgrace Listen,
fans
to say AFTV are a disgrace because they got attacked by Spurs fans, like, come on.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, as we just were speaking about some players there, Roy rightly mentioned about Timber. You know, this guy looked fantastic, man. This guy looked phenomenal playing left back. Right, that passion. I just saw you, Seb. You love the picture, don't you, my friend? Yeah, of him and Vicario.
Yeah.
That picture, the passion.
Oh, I love it. It's my new Twitter profile now. I love it.
He's got even a new profile picture.
I absolutely love that photo. Seriously, that's made my mates.
Also, what did you lot make of Martinelli yesterday?
He should be scoring that chance, but in general, I thought his overall play was better, was decent.
Yeah, I think he was a lot better yesterday.
He's got to be scoring that chance because.
Yeah, but at times he actually beat his man.
Or he should have even squared it to Saka because he was through. But I thought.
I honestly think
he was better.
Honestly speaking, I think he was better than Saka yesterday.
Yes,
Saka got the assist, but I don't think Saka did a whole lot in the game, really, other than that assist. But Martinelli was actually taking his man on. And he created a couple of opportunities, excuse me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, guys, what actually happened? I don't even know what happened with AFTV. What did they get attacked or something? I didn't.
Yeah, they got attacked.
They tried to
got attacked by Spurs fans. I think it's actually on the group chat now.
They tried to get to those two.
I think it's on the group chat now.
Yeah, they tried to.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I do send it on.
And remember a couple of years ago when one Spurs fan kicked Ramsdale in the back.
Yeah.
That's the state of their fan base. It's unbelievable.
They deserve everything that they get, man.
They do. Of course they do.
Spurs fans, that is. But yeah, who's your guys' man of the match?
Gabriel. It has to be Gabriel because of the goal, but otherwise I would have given it to Timber. But because
Timber for me,
but because he got the goal, I will edge it.
I've given it to Timber as well.
I'll edge it to Gabriel because he got the win as well as defensively sound and no mistake, nothing.
That was Timber's first London derby, by the way.
First time he's completed a full 90 minutes since for playing for Arsenal. First time.
And it's going to be an interesting battle between him and Calafiori at left back.
And it's going to be.
I mean, at the moment, does Calafiori get in? I mean, this is mental.
Yeah.
Like, does Calafiori get into this first 11 at this moment in time?
Probably not. But the thing is, he will have to. Timber will have to still be managed because he is going to get a few niggles during the season because of the That's what generally does happen after a long ACL. But that was just But yeah, yesterday was unreal, especially the fact after he had the yellow card, he seemed to just get on with it. Yeah,
that's also a good point as well. Timber's second half performance was impressive considering he's on a yellow card. I think Saliba was on a yellow card as well in the first half.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I don't think Gabriel was, but Saliba was. And he showed such maturity for the rest of the game to stay composed. But the thing is, I shouldn't really doubt Saliba in that way because we know what he's like. And yesterday he was absolutely superb. He made some vital challenges in the right moments as well. Just when Spurs were about to unleash a shot, Saliba was there every single time. And look, Edu, you know what to do, innit? Block Madrid's number ASAP and give this guy a new contract because honestly, if he gets injured, I don't know what we've got. We've seen already, Declan Rice goes down. We're okay. Maybe against teams like Man City, we have Declan Rice out. We could struggle. We've got Declan Rice back for the next game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it shows in these big away games because obviously it's the North London derby. We can get results without Declan Rice and Erdegaard to an extent. But if Saliba was going to break down, then I think that's where we will struggle. Because we have no one. You could
Calafiori.
argue Timber.
Yeah, Calafiori and Timber to do play. Their actual positions are mainly centre back.
But Timber's more, not Timber. Calafiori is more of a left side.
No, yeah. I get that.
Yeah, true.
Kivior.
Oh yeah, him as well. I don't think he'll be at the club for much longer, but he's a decent backup, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say, in terms of the injuries, isn't it odd that the players that we know are reliable when it comes to fitness weren't available, but the players who were expected to be unavailable were available and are available at the moment? In Partey, Jesus, and are we forgetting that we have bloody kids on the bench as well?
Yeah.
We have Maldini on the bench, Rory, mate. We have
Maldini.
Before, yeah, I saw a couple of names, yeah.
Winery.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I've just seen. I was going to mention Winery. He has more North London victories than James Maddison,
Mate,
and he played like 10 minutes.
That's your baller, Seb. Madison.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Hey, he was awful yesterday.
He was,
yeah. He's done nothing for months and months and months now.
But to be fair,
we had Leo on, yesterday. He was saying that they should have started Sarr. Papa Sarr.
To be fair, I think it's to do with Tottenham's system.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've noticed with Tottenham, right, is they push their wing backs far too often, every single game pretty much. So they're pretty much playing as two attacking midfielders, whereas Maddison has to drop deep every time and collect the ball. And you know what really cracked me up was Henry Wright's watch along at the end of the game. And he was doing his best impression of Postecoglou, because I don't know if you know, he's Ange out pretty much. Which was hilarious.
And is not the problem. It's Tottenham.
Let them keep sucking my
It's who we are, mate. That'd be rolling.
Exactly. And to be fair, big up to Henry. He's one of the very few Spurs fans that actually says it how it is, and he's open and honest with what he says.
Yeah, but
once Ange out said.
Sorry?
What's Ange out?
And he is calling it out and saying it's not good enough. Fair enough. And fair enough. He says, guys, and we are Tottenham TV. It's those I can't.
Oh, my days. I saw their match day vlog.
Oh, they're awful.
Their fans couldn't bear to watch the corner because they're that shit at defending.
It's because you knew what was coming eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that he's talking Arsenal because his name has two Arsenal top scorers in his name. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Henry and Ian Wright, yeah, of course, yeah.
But yes.
So sometimes it does get a bit repetitive. Like, this is a Tottenham fan we're talking about.
But at least he's saying it as it is. He's not just constantly obsessing or running his mouth when he's got. At least he does say how it is, and I can respect that.
I don't know, because he said on the watch along that they were all over us at one point. Before we scored, he said that Tottenham were all over us. And I'm like, no, you weren't.
No, they weren't.
You didn't offer anything. Most of your shots, yes, you had 5 on target, but all of them were straight at the keeper.
Yeah. Apart from that Kuliveski one at the end, that one really worried me. But all the other ones.
Yeah, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous in any way, shape, or form.
The only one that worried me, that Kuliveski shot, at the end.
Seb, please, can you sing us this new song?
You fall in love. I know you will. Our number 6 is the king of Brazil. Our centre half, he'll give you hell. Our wall at the back is Gabriel. Oh yeah, hola. Ole, hola. Ole, 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 ole. You fall in love. I know you
I know
will.
you will.
Our number
Number
6, the
6 is
king
the king of Brazil.
Our
I said,
centre half. He'll give
He'll
you
give you
hell.
hell.
I
I
will.
want the
Thank
back is
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Oh, that's
Yes,
a great
yes.
shout.
Ole, ole. Ole,
What a
ole,
chant, man.
ole, ole.
Just loving it, mate. What a chant.
Love it.
He
What
certainly
a
gave
chant.
Spurs hell.
We did.
Yeah, man. We humbled them yet again. As I said, it's literally becoming light work now against these man. You know, 3
We
years in a
will
row.
see you at the Emirates.
Yeah, and you're going to
Yeah,
get even
yeah,
more
it's-
past you.
yeah.
And I'm that confident. We're putting 4, 3, 4, 5 past you at the Emirates. Yeah, you ain't even
We'll
on
do
our
that.
level. Not even on our level.
Listen, we've got bigger things to look ahead now, Seb, bro. Let's move. Let's talk about actually, unless if you guys got anything else to finish up before we move on.
I've done all my cooking. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Champions League.
I could be here all
Champions
night.
League, people, yeah. Champions League next, people. We're back. Champions League. The new format is here. The new group stage. Well, yeah, like the league phase, as they call it. We kick off the campaign against Atalanta away. Of course, going to be a very tough game. Aside, they are Europa League winners. They did very well. Gasperini, a great coach, very well organised coach. They're missing some big players, you know. Skamaka's out with ACL injury. Slovenia as well, one of their big centre-backs. He's out with a big injury, but they signed Lategui as well, the Argentine striker, who obviously plays up front for the Azzurri. He's sort of season really well, top goal scorer already in the Serie A, so he's looking good for them. They've managed to keep hold of Adeloma Lookman as well, a player who, as you know, I know he's been in Premier League before, but a player who's been very hyped up recently because of his Europa League performance against Leverkusen.
He was good at Everton, to be fair. They didn't really give him much of a chance.
Yeah, but at Fulham he was dreadful, weren't he, Seb?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Fulham he was horrendous, but he's
He was-
really
he was-
good.
Yeah, to be fair, he was all right at Leicester because he was there for a short period of time.
He's been loads of Premier League clubs, man. But he's really found his form up. He's a dangerous player as well.
He was linked with us. He was linked with us.
Yeah, he was. I thought he was going to PSG, but he ended up staying with them. I watched him when he absolutely ripped apart Leverkusen in that single-handedly in that Europa League final last season. Completely destroyed
Oh
them.
my God, Kolasinac.
I was about to mention, literally about to mention Kolasinac.
Oh yeah,
The Bosnian tank returns, guys.
Oh.
He's now a centre back, by the way. You know, we signed him as a left back. Now he's been converted to a centre back, playing for them. So there we go. He's going to be returning to Arsenal. Listen,
He was dreadful.
yeah, he was. Yeah, we all know about Kolasinac. Everyone calling him the Bosnian tank. Everyone got gas because he's in the FIFA Team of the Year, whatever it was, in Bundesliga when we signed him. And when he came in, he couldn't even in that Europa League final. We could not cross to save his life.
Oh, his crossing was absolutely atrocious.
It was dreadful. Actually, you know what? I know we're going off topic with this year. When his first season under Wenger, I don't think it was that bad. Or am I just tripping?
First season, his first 6 months.
He was alright in his first season.
Yeah, he was so
He was
good.
alright. I thought, you know.
First 6 months, I'll say.
Yeah.
He was nowhere near Monreal.
I wouldn't even say the first 6 months.
Yeah.
I thought it was good for 3 months, and then he went off the boil. I think he picked up an injury, and Monreal ended up having a better season. He scored like 7 goals, something like that, from left back.
Yeah,
he really did struggle to get himself back into the team.
Yeah.
So I don't think his first season was anything special, but his first 3 months, I thought, oh my God, we've got a player on our hands.
He
like
did
the goal against goal against Chelsea in the Community Shield.
Yeah.
That was the game where I thought, yeah, this guy's a player. But obviously, remember the time where Wenger decided to bench Kolasinac and Lacazette in that Liverpool game away from home when we lost 4-0. Those were the dark days.
And he played Bellerin at left wing back when he was
and Oxlade-Chamberlain as a right wing back.
Yeah, well, those were terrible.
Horrible.
I'm so
the
glad
back three as well. Oh my god,
now, yeah. They're over now.
But listen, they've had a mixed starts to the season. Like I watched them against Inter, they got battered 4-0. Watched them against Torino. The thing with them was like they was getting the chances, but they never took their chances in both the games, and they ended up getting cost for that. So they're a team who definitely can create chances. I think Gasperini is a very well organised manager. He's gonna have them set up well, but it's whether that they convert. I mean, let's not forget last season. I know it's Liverpool, the Klopp's last season, but they played really well against Liverpool. Especially going to Anfield. So they definitely can turn up in these big European nights, Atalanta. So, they're a side who have experience in this. They've been in European competitions, playing against teams like Man United a few years ago in Champions League, Liverpool last season as well. So I even remember in lockdown against PSG in the quarterfinals, they should have won the game and they bottled that literally 2 minutes. Yeah, literally. There was 2 minutes away from going through semi-finals. They would have played, I think, Lyon. And then, they completely bottled it. Too late goals.
Are you sure it wasn't the semi-finals?
Was it semis? It might have been semis.
I think it might have been the semis.
It might have been semis.
Which game?
Wait, do you remember? When
PSG.
No, PSG. When they first came back from lockdown, football came back, the Champions League came back. They played one-off games and they played PSG. There's 1-0 up and then literally 2 late goals they conceded.
Yeah, it was a semi-final, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, look, they've had that experience already. And let's not kid ourselves here, guys, yeah? As much as I think we are a better side, and I do see us beating this Atlanta side, I think we are better. But let's not kid ourselves. We're playing away from home, yeah? And European nights away from home at Arsenal, they just don't mix together. Even last season, yeah? Remember Lens? Remember Porto? Obviously, Bayern Munich. PSV. I know PSV was a dead rubber game, but that was like we didn't win that one. The only one we won was Sevilla away from home. That was a tough game. But it's not just like last season. It's been like this majority of times when we go to these European away, even in Europa League competitions, it's poor. When we go European away, playing away from home, we just really struggle. Don't know whether it's a hostile atmosphere or whatever it may be, but we don't do well there. So that's probably my only concern really going to this game is they've got some good players. They've got a good manager. They're good. They're at home. It's going to be a very, very, very tough game. But I do see us getting off to a good start. In this first game, I think we have to go strong for me. A strong 11 is Champions League. It's not, if you want to rotate the team, you've got Bolton Wanderers to do that in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, and it's third round. It's Bolton Wanderers. We could rotate there. Even though I want us to take the cup seriously, guys. But it's Bolton Wanderers. We should be beating them, even with our C team. So the Champions League game is we ain't taking the piss with changing around the lineup too much. Maybe make a few changes here and there. But I'm like saying, let's not overdo it. But I do think we'll win this game. I think it'll be tough. I'll come to you first, Seb. What's your thoughts going into this game on Thursday night? Champions League's back, bro.
Yeah, it's a game where we are going to have to make a few changes. Listen, we're going to have to do that because obviously Saka picked up a slight knock and we have still got a few players unavailable for this. So we will have to make some changes, but it is a game where it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I do also want us to get off to a winning start. I do think it is an important one. And yes, okay, if we don't win, it's not the end of the world. But like we said, these cups have got to be taken seriously now, because we don't win anywhere near enough trophies to have this divine arrogance of which ones we can pick and choose and like pick which ones we can pick and choose, and we just got to take every game seriously. And this game is important because you want to get your Champions League campaign up to a start and you want to continue the rhythm. Because it's good vibes now to continue the rhythm going into that City game. Because when we went into that City game last year, and then we went there and got a point, we were on a good rhythm, good run of form. We'd won I think it was six in a row, something like that. We were on such good form, and then the rhythm carried on to that. We went there, we came out with something. Well, the season before, when we played City, both times going into that match, we were on a bad run of form, and then when we played them, slapped. So it is important. We've got to we do have to take it seriously. But yes, make a few changes. I do think we've still got some of the players to do that. Maybe not in the midfield, but up front we have some options.
Yeah, I agree.
So do that. But it's not going to be easy. These games are never easy, especially away from home on the in another country, and especially in Italy where they've got passionate fans and all that. So, and plus they'll still be buzzing from their Europa League triumph, so they'll want to be using that. And they have actually done pretty well in the Champions League at times when
they have. Yeah,
I've actually enjoyed watching them. So it will be a good game. I think it'll be tight. It'll be cagey, but yeah, I do still think we should have enough out there to get the job done. But we need to be serious and not disrespect them at all. Don't disrespect them. That's what I'm going to say.
No, you can't. You can't. You know, be underestimating these teams in Champions League.
No,
at all. Because we will get humbled, like we did against Lens.
Yeah, we can't do that because you saw that. You will learn that lesson. Learn those lessons. But this is a game I really do want us to take seriously, and I do want us to win. I
think we all want the same thing: get in the top 8, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got some harder Champions League games coming up, especially going to the San Siro. PSG at home, yes, they're not the same team, and I do expect us to beat them.
Something will be tough, though.
But still, it's going to be hard. You've got that, and yeah, other games as well. Obviously, the away games in
Sporting away. We don't want to happen in the Europa League again.
Yeah, Sporting Lisbon, Girona.
That's
away.
Yeah, Girona. So yeah, we've got to be really being professional about this. We've got to be professional. And like I've said, need rhythm going into that City game because we want to be going into that game and in the aim to try and get a good result. And the only way we're going to do that is if we win against Atalanta, come away with another positive result. And let's do that again. You still there?
Oh my days!
I'm here, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
I'm here. Yeah. What will be your? You said you'll rotate the team a little bit. So what would be your lineup you want to see? Then?
Okay. Right, Rare in goal. That's an absolute given now. He's done everything. He's done his best to regain that spot. So Rare in goal. Keep Ben White at right back. Keep the centre back pairing the same. Left back, I will make a change. Nothing against Timber, but I just think he just needs to be managed a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll actually go. If Zinchenko was fit, you play him, but now he's a doubt because he's picked up a calf.
Not against Lookman and Belanova, so we'll get cooked.
Otherwise, I'm going to play Jakub Kiwior. I'm going to bring him in. He can do left back. Don't forget, last time when he played left back, most of last season, he was doing well. He was keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, but against Bayern in the Champions League,
Fury is fit, and you play him. But if he's
I'd play Calafiori if he's fit.
If he's not, I would not be against playing Kiwior. Just make a couple changes.
Yeah, but the last game in the Champions League, he played left back against Bayern Munich. He did have a torrid time.
Yeah, but he was up against. Yeah, but they are better players there.
Yeah, but still, like, we can't underestimate Atalanta.
No, definitely not.
Even
that's fine, bro.
Like, even Kiwior playing as a left back in the Champions League last season, I don't think he really ripped up many trees. If I'm being totally honest, I think he looked out of his depth. I can't lie. Yeah, he did get better as the season glided on, but since that Bayern Munich game, I don't think we've seen Kiwior as the left back. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we have seen him play as a left back.
Well, not since no, we haven't. Who was actually playing? Tommy Ashley was playing there.
Yeah, Tommy Ashley was playing left back.
Yeah,
so I don't see Arteta doing that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I just don't think.
It depends. It depends, but
Yeah, I mean, obviously we wanted to get rid of Kivior in the summer,
we did.
So
well, I don't think
first
we
game of the Champions League.
wanted to get rid of him. We were just prepared to listen to offers if it was right. And I also think Kivior himself wanted to go. So I don't necessarily think we wanted to get rid of him, like force him out of anything. I just think. And then, okay, midfield. Now, again, I'll make another change in midfield. I want Partey wrapped up in cotton wool. We can't afford him to go down again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go. Rice will be back. So I'm going to go Jorginho and Rice. I just want Partey wrapped up in cotton wool, ready for that City game. Because
I think he needs a rest anyway.
Yeah. And then just in front, I'm going to play Kai Havertz. I think he can keep playing. So I'm going to keep him in that number 10 role. On the wings, I am going to make a change. I'm going to go Sterling on the right because Saka came off. It looks like cramp, but don't risk because I want him. We need him there for City. So don't risk. Gabriel Jesus, I'm going to throw him in. I think he needs to come in there.
Yeah.
Get some games under your belt. Build up your fitness.
Just get rid of that haircut.
And then on the left, I'm going Martinelli. So that's Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Yaka, Kirill, possibly, or Calafiori, or Zinchenko. Give Tim the rest. Jorginho, Rice, Havertz, Sterling, Martinelli, Jesus. That's still a very strong team, and still a very strong team, and still a team that I think is more than capable of definitely beating Atalanta. I'd be happy with that team if I see that. So make a couple. Huge changes.
Can I highlight something?
What's that?
Can you see Arteta changing the goalkeeper?
No,
because we've seen it in the past with Arsenal.
No. You won't do it in a Champions League game. You don't forget.
Yeah. But
when we have
remember the last one?
Yeah, but don't
remember
forget.
The last time we were in the Champions League, though.
No.
In 2017, Ospina was playing.
Yeah, but that was Arsene Wenger.
He kept Raya in last season.
Yeah, I know.
That was Arsene Wenger. To be fair, Wenger was wrong to do that. Wenger should.
Yeah, I agree. Although Ospina was actually pretty good in a couple of them games, I reckon.
He played Raya last season in all Champions League games, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. That's why he won't.
No, he didn't. No, he played Ramsdale in the PSV game.
Yeah, but that's because we were already through and done. But
still, it wasn't every single Champions League game.
This is game one. Don't forget, this is game. This is game one. If it's game 6 and you've won and
you're already through, then rotate.
But
this
is the very first game though, so make a couple of changes, but do not make massive wholesale.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm only taking Saka out because of the knock he picked up. And I'm only taking Partey out because of his recent injury record. And I'm only taking Timber out because he needs to be managed properly because of that injury. I don't overplay him. That was all. Otherwise, I'd be fine with him playing. But just because of what's happened of those circumstances, those are my reasonings.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Rory, bro, what's your thoughts about going to this game on Thursday away to Atlanta?
Well, I think Seb's pretty much summed it up, really. We can't really take this game for granted, especially with our recent pedigree in Europe. I think Atalanta have got some decent players on the break that can hurt us. But at the same time, we should be winning this game. Not to disrespect Atalanta, but we do have the better players, and it's the first game. And I don't think, because it is the Champions League, Arteta's going to want to lose. For me, in terms of the lineup, I don't see him rotating, actually. Although that's what I would do. I would rotate a couple of players here and there, but I can see him going full gun-ho, playing pretty much the starting 11 he's been fielding all season. But in terms of the lineup, I would go Raya, obviously, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. Left back, I don't know. Is Tomiyasu back from injury yet?
No.
How long is he out for?
I don't know. There's no time scale.
Yeah. The thing is, there's still question marks on Calafiori as well. Like, the full extent of the injury is still not being released, and I swear the guy got injured.
We just said he's been assessed, so I don't think it's too long. But
yeah, you know what? I think he will be fit for this game because Arteta did not rule him out for the game, despite him not being in the squad. So I think
definitely go. He'll definitely fly over with the team. I know that.
Yeah, I think it will be the same back four actually, and that's what I would actually go for. If he gets another 90 minutes, Timber, under the belt, then yeah, I think we are sorted. Only because we've not really got anyone else. Like, we've bought 7 left backs, yet all of them are injured, other than Timber, who isn't even a left back. Zinchenko is, I don't know, is he still injured? I wouldn't play him anyway at left back.
He picked up where he had a calf problem. He missed a weekend to a calf problem.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, what is the point?
Wouldn't be against playing him, to be fair.
Yeah, but the thing is, what is the point having him? He's had 7 injuries since he came in at Arsenal. 5 of them have been calf injuries.
Oh, but Tierney's
I mean, that's
injured.
bad.
Tierney's injured as well, yeah. See, we got one.
Oh, Jesus.
No, where's the same energy for Zinchenko?
Yeah.
Why is Zinchenko always injured? Everyone was this Tierney.
Tommy Ashu as well. Tommy Ashu as well.
But midfield, yeah, this is where I will make a couple of changes. Rice, of course, will come back in. I reckon Rice in the 8 and then Jorginho in the 6. I would rest Thomas Partey. In the 10, now we've got a couple of options, haven't we? Do we go Havertz or do we go with Trossard like we did yesterday?
I think he does for 10 really well, to be honest. I think he's better.
I thought he had a good game yesterday. He did make a couple of decent passes. He was a little bit sloppy in possession at times, but that's not his natural position. We've got to understand that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so
yes.
I think I've got a feeling we'll see Havertz in the 10, and then on the right, I think. Thing is, I was gonna say Jesus on the right and then Sterling on the left, but then who's going up top? It would have been Havertz, but I've put him as the attacking midfielder. I was really tempted to put Waneri in there, but I think it's just a bit too early for him. I can't lie. I would like him to get some minutes if we are winning the game. By a long stretch, by the way. But I just think... I don't know. This is a difficult one. I'll go Havertz in the 10, Sterling on the right. I'll go Martinelli on the left. Although Trossard, because I'd like to see Martinelli start at the weekend because he has a good track record against Man City. So I'll go Trossard on the left and then Jesus through the middle. We know Jesus' record in the Champions League is very impressive, so I think we should start him in this one. And still, as Seb said, it's still a very, very strong team, but again, it's damage and limitations on the bench. Because I think we'll only have Trossard on the bench. And that's about it, really. Seems like to me we'll have to fill up the bench with more kids, pretty much, and youngsters from the academy, which is unfortunate in a Champions League fixture. But still, if we're winning by 3 to 4 goals, then yeah, that's where you can make them sort of changes. But yeah, that's about it, really. I think that's the lineup I would go for. Not to disrespect Atalanta, but I think with the City game in mind, obviously Arteta's going to be thinking that as well. But I think this game, obviously, as I said on your match reaction yesterday, this game does come first before Man City. Like, we've got to get off to a winning start in the Champions League.
Definitely.
100%. Let's go score predictions, guys. I'm going. Fuck, I'm not even thought about a score prediction. Damn, this could be a tough game. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal. Are we gonna score 3 away at Atlanta though?
I'll say 2-1.
2-1. I'm going 2-1.
Yeah, I was going to go with that 2-1.
I do think we'll concede, but I think we'll get there.
I just think don't forget it's different. Champions League intensity is different to Premier League. So
yeah.
I'll go with a 2-1 win. I reckon it'll definitely be a tight one.
Yeah. So we were going to talk about Man City, but I'm thinking about doing the preview nearer to the time because we're in Monday and the game's not till so. I've got Atlanta first.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about doing like a preview Friday, Saturday. Maybe get a few City fans on Seb. I don't know if we can contact like LB.
Oh yeah, I'll see if I can get them both. Oh yeah, I'll message them today. Yeah.
Let me know, and then we'll see if we could do like a big show with them. Hopefully,
that'd be great. Yeah.
Just like us and then get both of them on. That'd be amazing, man. Or one of them would be fantastic. So, I mean,
not to disrespect the Spurs fans that came on Friday, but that is a proper preview. Man City, Arsenal. None of this Tottenham, Arsenal nonsense anymore. But again, no disrespect to the Tottenham fans that came on to your channel, by the way.
To be fair, they were good.
They were good, man. Robbie and Leo.
Yeah. But Man City, Arsenal is where the real business kicks off.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, to be fair, you might as well invite both of them back on because they'll be supporting City at the weekend. So,
too right.
Exactly. But yeah, guys, we will be back obviously for tomorrow. I've got a preview to do. I've hopefully got. I've actually found an Atlanta fan called Atlanta Pods. So hopefully he'll be coming on Wednesday. He said he's quite busy with his work though, so hopefully he'll be available. That'll be if we do get him maybe Wednesday. Be opposition preview. Be interested to see what he does say about his team and how he feels about playing Arsenal. So that'll be Wednesday. Thursday is the match day. Friday will be a City preview. Saturday, or either Friday or Saturday, hopefully Seb can work his magic and get maybe LB on, Big Steve, both of them, or maybe one of them, and we'll do a preview of them. So that should be good. So yeah, literally the fixture's going thick and fast now, guys. Yeah, I mean we had that international break, but now Champions League midweek, Premier League on the weekends, League Cup next week as well. So yeah, we're gonna be doing content every single day. But Seb, Rory, thanks you guys as always coming on. Been a pleasure as always. Big up to you guys. And,
imagine if Dom was on,
No,
Dom
with him. We wouldn't have any arguments today.
Yeah, the only podcast without them two bickering.
Yeah.
And locking horns and
Oh yeah, there won't be anything. There's nothing to. No, this is a positive one today. You've just beaten Tottenham away. Nothing to complain about.
Oh, compared to the Brighton game the other week before the international break. Oh my days.
That was awful, but it's a happy day for Arsenal fans. You see, again, that just shows you that I can be positive and I do praise when it's due. When it's due, I do.
Yeah, it's the same with me as well. Like, I've been getting stick in the past from fans who are obviously demanding, and yeah, that's absolutely fine. But at the end of the day, I'm like every other fan in the globe, pretty much. I can criticize when it's due, but I can praise when it's due. And yesterday wasn't a brilliant performance, but at the end of the day, winning a North London derby, it's the same with Tottenham fans. You win a North London derby, you don't really give a flying fuck, do you?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
And now I feel like because we've beaten Tottenham, obviously City's still a huge game, but like we don't really need to. Do we really need to worry if we do lose against Man City? at the weekend because we've already beaten Tottenham.
I
Because if we would have drawn and then
don't lose a draw, I wouldn't be disappointed with a draw, but don't lose.
No, we can't lose.
And it's not going to be good for morale and all that.
Yeah,
it's not going to be good.
I don't think we will lose to City though.
But
obviously, that's a completely different topic, isn't it?
But yeah, don't lose that game because you know what will be happening, and then we'll have all those doubts and all that. I don't.
But yeah, to finish off, by the way, who's next? Who is next? Who's going to be linked with Tottenham, and then we come in and we snatch them out their fingertips? Sorry, once again. Who's it going to be next? Raya, Saliba, Trossard.
Let's be honest. Why would you want to go to Tottenham? You're just going to ruin your career.
They will.
You're just going to ruin your career.
Yeah.
Dominic Solanke is going to ruin his career. He's going to go backwards. And Van der Ven will be gone soon. Van der Ven will leave soon. Romero will go soon. Vicario will go soon. Maddison will go soon. He's already been messed up.
I don't think Vicario is that great anyway. I think he's so overrated by Spurs fans.
I think he's been sussed out. I won't quite go as far. I think he's been sussed
Yeah,
out. Everyone knows
he's awful at set
how
pieces.
to beat him now.
Yeah.
And Romero being the best centre back in the world.
So he's a bum. He really is. Every goal that Tottenham has conceded this season has been his. Every time.
Yeah.
But he's got a World Cup, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all they ever go on about. Well, that's all they can say. Oh, World Cup.
Yeah, that same defender that conceded 3 goals in the final.
Exactly. See, they forget that. They forget all that. Exactly.
Yeah, they do, mate. They do.
Yeah.
But anyway,
no time for that club. Get out of here.
Nah, man.
In the box.
F them, mate. They're money they're getting by us, bro. But anyway, guys, we're getting out of here. I'll see you lot tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in today. And as always, London.
Fuck off, you Spurs.
London is red. And yeah, fuck off, you Spurs. You're money again. Absolute shadow dwelling mugs. Always in our shadow. Come on, you Gunners. We'll see you tomorrow.